Hi guys, Zara here. I wanted to talk a little bit more about being intentional with our time and specifically how we combat a consumerist mindset with our time. I have a YouTube video about the consumerist mindset with our time. I'm not going to be redundant and repeat that here. I put the link in next to this video so you can go watch that if you want to. But let's talk about how we counteract as minimalists this consumerist mindset about our time. So I'm going to start with the new, bright and shiny and wanting to do it all, right? And the grass is always greener. So the opposite of sort of wanting more and more and more because it all looks so appealing. And let's be honest, when we're homeschooling, so much of it looks so appealing. The opposite of that is being content with what we already have. So the opposite of that is practicing gratitude for what we are doing. So taking inventory and taking stock of what we do that is good, what we do that is valuable, what we do that makes us feel like this is enough. Which brings me to the next consumerist mindset, which is the sense that there's never enough time. So we do all have enough time. We all have enough time to do the most important things. The problem is that if you don't know what enough specifically means, if you are not concrete and specific about what is enough, what is great for your family, what is valuable, what is important, then you will constantly be searching for more and more and more and more, because enough as a vague statement is a moving target. There will always be more that you can do, could do, would do, should do. Always. So if you don't know based on your own internal value system exactly what enough is and what you will be satisfied with and what you will be content with, then you will constantly be chasing that moving target. And so we need to be clear as minimalists about exactly what enough is in our homeschools and in our days and with our time. What is a good use of our time? What will we be satisfied with? What will be valuable? And what do we think is the most important thing to do with our time? So that's how we combat this consumerist mindset of wanting to have more, right? And wondering whether there's ever going to be enough of our time. Right? And then the next thing is the comparing, the keeping up with the Joneses, the looking at what everybody else is doing with their time, and we end up overscheduling because we think we need to do X, Y, and Z because we saw everybody else doing X, Y, and Z. The fact of the matter is that if we have identified what's valuable to us, then it becomes a lot easier to put on the blinders and ignore what the Joneses are doing in their homeschools, because we know that what we're doing is really valuable to us. Okay, so practicing an attitude of gratitude, being content with what we already have, will keep us from sort of searching for more and knowing really clearly what's most valuable to us. Having that compass, that internal compass for which direction we want to go with our time, will keep us from feeling like we have to keep up with everybody else. And then finally, you need to know how much time you have so that you don't overspend it, because the other consumerist mindset is this idea of living beyond your means. And too many times in homeschooling, we live beyond our means with our time. We overschedule our time, we over budget, and we spend more time than we possibly have to spend, and it leads to a whole lot of stress. So we have to be really honest about how much time we have. And one of the tips I gave you in this month's bundle was to time yourself. And the whole reason we do that is so that we don't live beyond our means. So there are 3 strategies to make sure that we're being really intentional with our time and that we're being really minimalist with our time, right? Because our definition of minimalism is having exactly what we need and what we love and throwing away the extra, so that we can focus on what is most important. And it's really important to take stock of our time and do what's right with it. So that's my advice for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season, and I will be talking to you soon. Wishing you all the simple things. Bye, guys.